Picture this. A man who has spent his life chasing danger finally decides he's had enough. Not because he's tired, but because he has someone worth protecting. Phil Broker isn't just another ex-cop trying to start over. He's a former DA agent who has seen the worst humanity can offer: violence, betrayal, and the cost of living on the edge. And today, we're watching the moment he tries to leave all of that behind, only to discover that the past doesn't stay buried. The story opens with a tense undercover operation. Broker is deep inside a dangerous biker gang, gathering evidence for a major takedown. The atmosphere is thick with suspicion. One wrong move, and everything collapses. When the operation finally explodes into action, chaos erupts. Violence breaks out, and the consequences ripple far beyond the bust itself. It's the kind of moment that changes a man, the kind that makes you question whether the job is worth the cost. For Broker, the answer becomes clear. He chooses his daughter over the badge. So he packs up their lives and heads to a small Louisiana town, a place where nothing exciting ever seems to happen. Or so it appears. Broker throws himself into building a new life, a modest home, a slower routine, a chance for Maddie to grow up without fear. Their relationship is warm and grounded. You can see the love in the small moments, the conversations, the quiet smiles, the sense that this fresh start might actually work. For a while, the town feels like a sanctuary, but peace built on secrets is fragile. Everything begins with something small. At school, Maddie is pushed too far by a bully. Instead of backing down, she stands her ground. The fight is brief, but decisive. What should have ended as a typical childhood dispute instead becomes the catalyst for everything that follows. The bully's mother takes it personally. Pride turns into resentment, and resentment turns into a need for revenge. And in a small town, grudges spread fast. Through local connections, the situation reaches Gator, a volatile drug trafficker who controls much of the area's criminal activity. Gator thrives on power and intimidation. When he hears about Broker, curiosity turns into suspicion. Who is this newcomer? Why does he seem so guarded? The more Gator digs, the more he realizes Broker isn't just another outsider. He's a threat. As Gator investigates, Broker senses the shift. Glances linger too long. Conversations stop when he walks in. The tension is subtle at first, like a storm forming in the distance. But when Gator uncovers Broker's DA history, the situation escalates from curiosity to opportunity. To Gator, this isn't personal. It's business. And business means leverage? What follows is a slow tightening of the noose. Intimidation tactics begin, probing, testing, seeing how far Broker can be pushed. But Broker isn't the kind of man who panics. He watches, waits, prepares. He knows the signs. He knows what's coming. And most importantly, he knows what he's fighting for. When the conflict finally crosses the line and threatens Maddie directly, everything changes. This is no longer about avoiding trouble. It's about ending it. Broker shifts from defensive to decisive, using the skills he tried to leave behind. The calm father becomes a trained operative once again. The final act unfolds with relentless tension. Every move is calculated. Every confrontation carries weight. The quiet town setting contrasts sharply with the intensity of the conflict, making each moment feel more personal and immediate. Broker isn't fighting for pride or revenge. He's fighting for peace, the kind you earn, not the kind you hope for. When the dust settles, the danger is gone, but the experience leaves its mark. Broker and Maddie return to their lives, carrying the understanding that safety isn't a place. It's something you protect. The ending is quiet, reflective, and grounded. Not a triumphant victory, but a hard-earned sense of calm. Homefront isn't just an action movie. It's a story about parenthood, identity, and the impossibility of fully escaping who you've been. It asks a simple question: how far would you go to protect your child? And it answers with brutal honesty: